Hello and welcome back to our study of Peninei Halacha, the teachings of Rabbi Eliezer Melamed, Shlita. Hope everyone had an enjoyable Shabbos as we head into a new week, albeit a short week here, a holiday week here in the United States, celebrating the Thanksgiving holiday. And as I mentioned last time, we'll have a bit of a truncated week study-wise because I'll be heading Mirz Hashem to Israel. Be there for a couple of days, so if I can't pre-record, I will just catch up afterwards, but please continue davening for Chalei Tzva Haganah Yisrael, for Shalom L'chol Petzuei Yisrael, and a safe return of our hostages, and we dedicate our learning to Nishmat Seren Daniel Shimon ben Harav Duram V'Shalei Shem Yikum Damo. The next chapter, just the title itself is just great. Muslamim, Notzrim, V'Hinduistim. Sometimes when you read Hebrew and you have to transliterate, and you just sound it out, you're like, oh, that's what it means. So Muslims, Christians, and Hindus. So let's see what this is. Muslimi, a Muslim, Afshehu kofar b'Torah, even though he does not believe and denies the Torah, Kivichu mamin b'Hashem echad, below shituf elili, eno nechshav ka'oved avodah zarah. Since he believes in one God, not in multiple gods, and this is not considered one who worships avodah zarah, v'lachein hayayin sheichin Therefore, if a Muslim touches your wine, then it is only forbidden to drink the wine, but you could still have benefit from it. Again, as we went over those details in the last session. V'chein din goy chiloni, v'chein din b'nei hadas hadruzit. The same thing goes to just a regular secular non-Jew or even one in the Druze community. As far as Christians go, we have a difference of opinion amongst the authorities. According to those who are stringent, since they believe that, and that's the term they use, oso ha'ish, that man, of course, is referring to, as in yeshiva we would say, Yashka, or Yashka Pundrik, or whatever types of names, Yeshu, but obviously it's referring to Jesus. Since they believe that Jesus is God, so they are now, in their faith, including an element of idol worship. And this is based on the Rambam in Hilchos Machalos Asuros in Perek Yud Aleph Halacha Zayin. They would say that if a Christian touches your wine, then it is not only forbidden to drink, but also forbidden to have any benefit. But there are those who are lenient with sovrim, and they hold. Since they are not accustomed to using wine for libations for their God worship, this is Rashi and the Rashbam, that the wine that they touch is not prohibited from enjoyment or benefit, only from drinking. And the Rishonim, many of them are lenient in this because, according to their opinion, certainly in their time, in the Middle Ages, the Christians were not considered full-blown idol worshippers. This is based on the Meiri, since their practice became sort of almost secular, meaning it just became so much more widespread than just regular avodah zarah. Lamaisa, so practically speaking, really we should hold like those who are stringent. But in a case of great need, we rely on those who are lenient. And even according to those who are stringent, if you have Christians who don't believe that Oso Hish, that Yashka was God, but rather he was only a messenger of God, then this is not considered avodah zarah, not worshiping with shutfus, and therefore they would say that this wine, if he touches, is allowed to have benefit. Again, still obviously no drinking. Hinduistim, upnei dasos nusafosha of dehem ishtachavim lepiselaim umakrivim lehem takrovos nechshav ka'ovdei avodah zarah. Now, some of the Eastern religions, so it includes Hindu and other similar types of religions, where they actually bow down to some sort of pesel, some sort of statue, and they bring offerings to these statues. This is considered avodah zarah. However, according to those who are lenient, since they do not use wine libations for their gods. When they touch the wine, it is only forbidden for us to drink it, but you could still have benefit. And in a case of great need, you can rely on these opinions. The footnote here, and it's quite a lengthy one, again, a lot of different sources, because this is, you can imagine, a very, very technical type of situation about which religions it's worth looking at. I don't want to go through it here. It's a little bit too technical for here, but the Rav brings different poskim, obviously, from different regions and what they had to deal with. Now, of course, everybody at this point is asking, wait a minute, so how do we have non-Jews serve wine, and what about wine that's mavushal, this and that? So stay tuned. This will all be coming up in the next couple of chapters. We're just setting the groundwork for the prohibition, whether there's a prohibition. The main thing we've covered is there a prohibition between drinking only, or is there drinking and hana'ah and having benefit? But we've looked at the different religions, and we have to see the differentiation between the two and the practical application nowadays. So we thank you for continuing on this journey with us. Please continue davening b'chalei tzvaga Yisrael for Shalom b'chol P'tzui Yisrael. Safe return of our hostages. Learning Nishmat Sarah Daniel Shimon Rav Jerome B'Sheli Shem Damo. Thanks so much for listening. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.